Hello, my name is Mr. John Ford. Well, you can see what's going on in the world. Very, very bad, mind you. But I did tell you who I was, but then again, it's liars and liars. But you might see me quite skull. That could have been anyone. But could you survive? Actually, three things close together, right? I might have been in a pub. Well, no one says that, do they? Especially when they could get beat up again. Anyway, obviously I had a bone broken. Proof is in the pudding. Very bad, mind you, really. All my stomach gone and everything. More broken bones than you can think. Oh, show you something. See that shoulder there? Show you something. You can't really see it. See that there? Shoulder there, right? You can get it to an angle. Right? See that? Now watch this one. See there? Right. Show you this one. That is completely different. Sure it is. And then even the arm itself. So it'd be like this bright in this room. The arm itself is bad. And guess what? It's not even in plaster. Do you know why they didn't put it in plaster? That's my door where I'll be walking out today. Because really I haven't got problems. I can do anything and put up with anything. And they said, really, they was quite surprised really. They thought me, well, when you have half broken bones, odd on the chest. Let's see, I can show you. If you can see that. This is underneath the arm. Really, I've got a magnet in my wrist. Well, I've already seen you before. In fact, that's very bad, isn't it? Go this way. You can't really see it at all, can you? It's because of this probably room. And really, really bad. As you can see. You can't really see it at all, really. Do you know why? I'm quite lucky. And you got to remember, this is it. This little thing in front of me was holding my hand. So remember. See that? Metal can help me. I still survive. Could you do that? Anyway, getting to the point. That's me, had three accidents. Well, maybe two in one day. But don't worry, I'm not going up there yet. I'm standing on this planet. Not many people could do that. Especially when they got broken ribs. I say so, you might not be able to see me back. You're joking. You might see me back. Sure, yeah. I don't know if you saw that. But again, there it is. Now, you're going to say, how can a person do that? Walk. Well, I did tell you I am. Now, could you do this? You've got a broken arm, right? And dislocated right there. Look at that top bit there, that's sticking out. And really, all that there is bruised. Now watch. See there's a hand. If I put it like that. Before I got pictures of it worse than this. I choose it. In fact, this has been like this, by the way. You can see, it's nothing good with him. This has been like this maybe 4 weeks now. It's a month, approximately. Roughly. Or, I'll get the date right on another video, I might show you. Could have phoned up someone today. Actually, that's done. But, let me explain. Could you do this with a broken arm? Sorry, I hope I'm not bewildered you. Virtually, that is virtually impossible. Because you think it's someone's arm, there they are. Discalated and broken. Actually, would you believe, all the way down that chest. Down there, and look at that there under the elbow. You probably can't see it, but you can see, yeah. The inner side is that there. I don't know if you can see it. I'll have a look after. So you might understand that I didn't get away with anything. But we'll tell you though, 2 accidents came afterwards. But the good thing is, people think they're going to get away with something. Not a chance. Usually had the 2 accidents after, which was fact, not theory. Now, money talks. Anyone can say anything, and people can pay money to say I did things. They said if they down some escalators in Piccadilly, that is from the top. It's like a get-out clause when companies, one person's wrong in a company, and there's 5 of them, and you're the citizen. You're going to lose. That person who's been in the wrong is actually covering for the other person's back. So there's 5 against a citizen. So they tell a bunch of lies to stick with that one person who's been bad and made a mistake. Anyway, what we got to talk about just now is you're wondering how. I'll tell you what, let's even do something even harder to see if I can do it. See there? That's my whole arm. You just see me raise my whole arm. So it wasn't my fingers. I'm raising the whole arm. So you know it's me. See there? And guess what? That is broke to smithereens, have been told. That is by, well, stepping up. Now that department what I went on, C4, treated me like royalty. Very, very good. And very, very kind. Probably they knew I could speed up karma, so they actually believed. And really, hospitals are suffering. Do you know why? They get a bad name. Fact is fact. I was going to make 2 videos, but I'd make it like this. When someone does good, they deserve good. Now, the department I was on, and the places where I went, there, in fact, I said to prove hospitals are bad, people can pay things and lose things. The hospital's lost me records. That is 3 times. Right? Now, one doctor that saw to start with the first time said he wouldn't see me. He grabbed hold of that shoulder like Fort Knox at Stepping Hill. You can imagine. To tell the truth, I didn't even swear at him. Not many people would do that, would they? But I wasn't make 2 videos. I make it like this. The thing is, sorry, it's all going on a bit this video, so I do apologise. But he grabbed hold of that like Fort Knox. That there. And it hurt a lot, quite a bit. So I raised my foot in the air, but didn't swear at him. And guess what? He said he's not seeing me. This was after 16 hours in Stepping Hill. Anyway, so I went to other hospitals, Ashton Primary Care. Well, that's bad, and this and that. But where people get confused is one reason. Now, why did they get confused and say they're a bad hospital? To say the truth, let's get it right. No, the hospitals are not bad. Fact, not theory. And also, not bad at all. Do you want me to tell you what's bad? The department you're getting seen on and the people. The people who looked after me as different places. totally outstanding and brilliant. So remember, never blame a hospital, blame the department. Fact is fact. I'll always blame stepping up, but think about it. Departments have been put on. So you need to complain and say department is bad, not the hospital. If NHS England had any brains, they do, well, this is how to make the NHS better, by the way. Like I thought of an idea. What they should do, they shouldn't call it stepping up. Do you know why? Work it out. These better names. And you say you can't do it, but there's liars and liars. They can. Do you know how they do it? Well, I got more common sense than anyone, I tell you. Well, a lot of people. Let's say some mad, common sense like me. What you got to remember is one thing. Dead what? Guess what it is? It's always says other things, but anyway, let's get down to this. This is important. NHS England can sort this problem out dead fast. Like I said, don't and say it now again. You guys isn't here. But maybe I was thinking it. I'll let you see and work it out. See how clever you are. They need to call it another name. And you're going to say they can't. Well, that's a lie. That's a get out clause. Just like they told you about business. Forget the business for now. They should call it a name. For instance, what did they change with Hope Hospital? They changed it to Salford Royal. See? They've got no Gower clause. So they changed the name to Salford Royal. Now the good thing is they could actually change theirs. Stepping Elm. Because what's it? Step in and guess what? Yale. So it's like been made by dictators. Load of garbage. So we all know, like the 111 I've told you before, three's a crowd. Like the 111 bus goes to the cemetery, you get rid of one, but dead body, you're left with Adam and Eve, even. It's also an odd number. And the three, like I just told you, three's a crowd. But for all that, we're not going into this. Right, we got to think of a name for Stepping Hill. Guess what we call it? Stepping Royal, let's see. Get the drift, so now they haven't got an excuse. You need a good name for a hospital. You don't need a bad name. Fact, not theory. The James Hope Hospital's are good at no get clause for you public. Anyway, getting back to me. This hospital was outstanding. The people I saw was outstanding. The doctors I saw was outstanding. And do you know something? I have even got letters to prove this. In the room, I forgot to bring them through. You're going to say, well, I'm making them come like the Prime Minister when they said to the Prime Minister in Russia. And I'm scared to say what I'm saying. Put it this way, are you as protected as me? All this side down there is damaged and broken. But I'm still walking. Well, you might see me about in the Stockport. We're still running out that door today. But what you got to realise is you blame the department, not the hospital. So you can say Salford Road is the best because, to say the truth, all the hospitals are bad. Now they have hidden money. Fact, I've told you that. CCG treat me like rotten. Fact. But do you see what I'm doing now? I'm sticking up for NHS England. I did have pictures on my phone. Hopefully I deleted them all. Because, really, they've treated me like scum. But I can't get the pictures back. But guess what? What you should know is one thing. Don't blame. Every person is individual and different. Me, you, everyone. So what you need to do, don't blame the hospital, blame the individual person. Now you're going to think, why are they poorly? Why are they killing people? This is 100% fact. Right. Just say that a doctor, were to get trainee doctors to do operations, then trainee doctors, possible, doesn't mean it is, but it's possible they could be young. Now, are they qualified to do that job? Maybe, maybe not. So you got to agree to differ, look at both sides of the coin. But if they've had a row with their husband, or they've had a row with their girlfriend, there's different things what you can do, right? They bring something to work, problem. They're doing your operation. It's a no-no, they're going to kill you. And that is 100% fact. Always, though, they do look after you. So they are not using the Gower clause. Because sometimes some people are clever and kind and don't bring the problems to work. Like they put ward hours on. Really can't understand why I can do that with all them broken bones I've got. But I did say I was someone. Anyway, getting back to the hospitals, they shouldn't be influenced. They shouldn't be bad. Because it's not fair. But as I told you, I would change society. Hospitals need to get different names. And positive names, not sad names. Now, if you go by areas, which they have done the dictators, areas can be bad, areas can be good. So we want to start going by areas of virtually every hospital. We need to make it a positive name and then start the ball rolling. That's what N.H.S. England need to do. In fact, to tell the truth, virtually everywhere in England. Fact is fact. I'm here and there all the time. Could go in any hospital. Why should I come? Well, I don't like stepping ill, but you think, well, why don't I like stepping ill? And why do plenty of others? Because of the people. The people go in with problems from home, bring them to work, they're not well, the trainees, they're killing people, and they've already got a problem from the girlfriend or boyfriend, maybe wife or husband. Don't 1,000,000% bring it to work. You think of it, a psychologist would tell you, I'm not a psychologist, but I can work anything out. This is how to save the N.H.S. N.H.S. England could have done this ages ago. Fact, not theory. Lies and lies goes about. People trick people. But why not being intelligent and intriguing and safe? Anyway, this video is going on long enough. I feel sorry that it has. But there again, would you say what I said? And really, the Russian Prime Minister, fact, not theory, hasn't got a clue if I can survive. Let's see. This, could you move your arm like that? When it's broken, by the way, that's not a lie, by the way. Actually, it did fall down some escalators. Well, that's what they say from the top, but money talks. You know what I mean? But it is all broken from a scan, I've been told. And obviously, as you can see, I show you. No one mark on my head. Now, you surprise people. Probably from the top of an escalator. But anyway, I did 100% have a attack on a bus when I went flying from, well, where you sit down when you're disabled. I've got an illness, well, that's what they say. Good possibility and could be fact. Well, put it this way. Well, you might have showed you on the other videos I've got a magnet, so I don't need to prove it. This is going really long, this video, so I do apologise. But then again, proof is in the pudding, and I'm not stupid. That's a way to change the N.H.S. And guess what? Making it do for the better. And guess what? Blaming the department is the best, not the hospital. Remember, every hospital is bad. They got hidden money and should be made safe. You take care. Get back to you next time. Good, get a good, and a bad, get a bad. Take care. Bye for now. My name is Mr. John Foden.